Happy Halloween, folks. Hey, and welcome to this video. I may sound a little bit weird because I can't stop smiling because I'm so nervous because we are touring Drops today. This is going to be the last iteration of Drops, I'm very sure of that. And Drops is done, so we're gonna tour it today. And you may notice that I look a lot different, and that is because we're actually dreaming of this island with my new character, because we did start a new island already on stream if you haven't been there. But yeah, without me blabbering on, let me walk over to the airport and we will start the tour. Alrighty, so here we are at the airport. As you can see, I did not change my flag. I was initially gonna make a very worn down version of this original flag, but I just couldn't bring myself to alternate it. So we're gonna keep this flag. I think it still works and it does fit the color scheme a lot. And we also have a green airport, which is just perfect. So before we hop in, let me open up our map to show you who our final villagers are. Now we do still have Pippin. I'm not sure if he's gonna walk around because there was some stuff messed up because we did move the islands around a lot between switches and stuff. So if you see him walking around in a teddy bear costume, just ignore him if you see him. Also, his tent could not be decorated because of that. So yeah, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So for our final set of villagers, we obviously have my character, we have Pippin, maybe, I'm not sure of that. And then we have Bruce, Raymond, Zell, Bam, Beryl, Walker, Roscoe, Beardo, Tasha, and Lucky. And I couldn't be happier with this lineup. I really love them all so much. And there you can also see the dream address. It is now updated. This is obviously the same one that we had before. This is updated now. This is the only version of Drops that you are now able to visit, sadly, but what can you do? So yeah, shall we just hop right into it? I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay, so as we walk in here, this is a lot more natural because when I did this entrance, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this island. It just kind of happened, but I really like how this looks, and it gives you a good overview of the theme and the aesthetic and the feeling that I'm trying to go for, because it is a very overgrown, abandoned, post-apocalyptic city, I guess. I think I haven't even mentioned my theme before, but I guess the majority of you who are watching this already know the theme. You have seen all the builds and stuff, but there are some parts of this island that you have never seen before. There are some parts that I have worked on in secret, just a few little nooks and crannies, but we will check all of it out today. So let us walk right in. So as you can see, we have this little pond and we can follow this road, and this will lead you to a bunch of gifts. Now I did put out 2 outfits and you can choose one. If you come here, you can pick up all of them, you can look at everything, but there's 2 different vibes for this outfit, so you can just check out whatever you would like best, which is also why I'm not going to get changed. I want you to explore it for yourself, but I'm going to pick up these green ones because this is the ladder and also an accessory, which we are going to be carrying around because I just can't. You have to have a balloon on your dream address, you know. It's a must. And I think I am actually going to go and head over to the right side first, and we're kind of going to explore the island in a circle. So I think I want to go back here. This is the kind of lost main street of this city where once, you had cafes and a hotel and stuff, and there was just a bunch of people running around, but now it is all abandoned and something happened to this island, so no one is here anymore. And that leads you to the kind of overgrown, abandoned field. And we also have an abandoned camper van back here. I'm also going to use the word abandoned very, very often during this tour. I can already tell you that. You could also sneak through here and take a closer look at it, but it looks a lot better if you just stay here. And next to it, we also have a little swampy area that we just worked on during stream one day. And it's just kind of a transition area filler space that we needed to fill up, you know. That's what a fill up space does. And then if we head over to the right side here, we get to resident services, and this is where Luna is already. So this is where you would have woken up if you wake up during the stream. You can also just follow these signposts here and just go over to the left and go to check out where the airport is. So let's maybe check out down here first to make sure that we're not going to miss anything. And this is our overgrown airport runway, kind of. So I imagine that this was once, because it is next to the airport, I imagine this to be like the runway where once the planes, you know, started and took off. But now it's obviously very, very overgrown and just, you know, full with random items. That's also a big theme on this island. I did love to play around with like random items, trashy looking items, so that was a lot of fun for me. And we also have this kind of house back here. I think I dubbed it like the kind of control station of the airport that is obviously now also abandoned. Not abundant, abandoned. It is now abundant. Oh my god. And now down here we actually do have one more area that you have not seen. So this is Beryl's? No, this is Beryl's house, and he just has another overgrown little yard. Yeah, I really like how his house looks, especially in this little nook. And then down on the beach we just have some very simple decor. Honestly, this is like, all the beaches are very sparsely decorated. I didn't do too much to them just because I didn't feel like it would fit, you know, what would be on an abandoned island's beach? Probably just trash or weeds. So that's exactly what we did. So let's maybe head back over here, and we are going to take a little detour before we check out the right side, and we're going to go and sneak back here because we have another little neighborhood here. This is right next to the abandoned camper van field thingamajig, as you can see. And we have Beardo's house, and back there we also have Walker's house, because I feel like they go very well together in like little neighborhood setting. And then we have some more buildings back there, and you can also kind of peep Able Sisters because I hid it completely behind simple panels. I actually did film a speed build of it, but it was just a lot of back and forth, and it was nothing that I really would like to share because it was like not really interesting in my opinion, and I really didn't have a thought out building process, and it was just nothing that was watchable in the end. So it's just hidden behind simple panels and loft beds, and I just added some random cardboard boxes next to it. So that's that. And then we have Walker back here. You know, he does have a little dog house because, you know, he's a dog. Maybe that's weird, I don't know. I think it's cute, you know. And then we also have a lot of these like kind of fake buildings, and back behind these buildings we have a cute little seating spot where I imagine that, I don't know, it kind of looks like a bus station, which would not make much sense back here, but I kind of just like how it looks like in the middle of all these trees, you know, surrounded by the trees. And we also have a clothing rack and like a what is it called, a drink machine back there, just to give it like this more city-esque feel. And I really love how like the green and the blues continue on over and into each and every single area on this island. So that's also one thing that you're going to notice. The main color on this island are only colors that appear in nature plus blues. That's the only color that we actually used, and the blue we only use very, very rarely when it comes to flowers, and then just some gentle pops of blue here and there in items. And then if we cross this bridge over to the right side here, we have I think I dubbed it a Ruinous Chapel back there, and it was a huge struggle to figure out how to make it look good in a perspective, but this is the best thing that we could do. It kind of looks best in between these two stages, but you obviously can't do much with it. But I really like how it looks anyways, and we have some statues around. And then if you follow along here, we have a little park, and I actually also have a speed build of this. And this was the overgrown park plaza, because I couldn't decide whether this was going to be a park or a plaza. So it's a park plaza. And we just have some more random items around, and we also have a little viewpoint where you can come and maybe pull out your camera to get a better look at this. And I really like how this looks. And we have Roscoe back there, my sweet boy. I love him so much. He's so cute. Oh my god. But yeah, as you can see, there's just a lot of flowers, you know, some random items, and we also did pick a simple well as our centerpiece for this park, because I thought it looked cute. And then we have some simple cliff decor and a little river running through here. And we're just going to continue on over down here. And I think actually we're going to go and check out this right side first. So let's maybe just walk over this bridge, and we're going to go down here because this is also one of the areas that you haven't seen before, because I did this during the last few days of finishing this island. And this is Zell's little junkyard, and he just has a beach that is basically a junkyard, as you can see. And I usually, you know, when it comes to decorating, it looks best if you kind of arrange your items in groups, like I kind of did here. So the taller items in the back, and then have some height variation, and the height kind of decreases towards the front of the group. And I kind of wanted to play and do the exact opposite with this little beach. So we kind of have the taller items in the front, and then we have some, oh my god, and then we have some smaller items that are kind of closer to you where you walk. And I just really like how that looks, because it feels a lot more overwhelmingly trashy. I don't know why, I really like how that looks. And yeah, I think it's very, very, very cute, you know. And then we just have some more barrels and a little fishing spot, you know, maybe he likes to fish, you know. Obviously, all the deer villagers love fishing. They obviously need fish. But yeah, oh, also, I think we kind of locked him in there. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you know, it's a cute yard. You have your trash around. I hope you're not mad at me, Zell. Anyways, let's maybe walk down here first. No. Sorry. This is all over the place because this is not very easy to navigate, obviously, because I kind of wanted it to be very difficult, or like multiple ways to that you could go into, because you know, that's basically what a city would be like. So it's not the easiest to navigate, but that's why I'm here to guide you, you know. And I also will upload a custom map of this island for you to find your way around better. And as you can see back there, we also have Abel's sisters again, and then we have Tasha's little house, and she just has another very overgrown little yard with some trashy items, and I just really like how that looks again. And then back here we have a soccer field, which I also really love, and we're going to check out what lies beyond this soccer field in just a second. This is the only build that I ever finished during stream. Because I'm just so slow when it comes to decorating. And now let's maybe just head back down here, cross this bridge, and then we can just walk down here. And this is like another city street area, which I really like. This was supposed to be construction site. It doesn't really look like that, but I still like how it looks. It kind of adds to this random feel. And then we have just some more simple panel buildings, you know, random buildings and items and stuff. And then we have Lucky's house, also one of my favorite houses, and I just love him so much. He's also one of my favorite villagers. And then you can sneak back here, which is a bit difficult because it's very cluttered, but you can go back here. And then we get to Roscoe's house, who has a kind of fisherman lighthouse inspired yard. So he just has like very overgrown kind of end of the forest, you know. This would be like the outskirts of a forest, and then just like some woodworking stuff. And then he also has a little fishing spot with some barrels around. And this is actually one of my favorite builds on this island. I don't know why, I just really like how it looks. And I don't know, I just really like the randomness, because it was so new to me, because I usually go for like more cutesy and natural designs. So this was a lot of fun to play with. And now we are actually gonna go and sneak back here to... Can we? Yes, thank you. Thank you, my boy. Go boy. And this ladder indicates that you can actually sneak back here. And you can pull out your ladder. And this is also one of the spots where whenever the update drops, I will do a little bit of an overhaul of this island and I will re-upload the dream address and also decorate the interiors of my houses because now we have them blocked off so that you can't go inside. And then we will have a permanent ladder down here. This is actually, I think, one of the 2 or 3 spots on this island where you only need your ladder, because I tried to make it very accessible. Anyways, this is the abandoned factory or power plant, whatever you would like to call it, and I really like how this looks. It is very, very cute, and I don't know, I really like how it looks. And we just have this kind of building where you can climb on top and check out what lies behind it. And then you can hop over here, and this will lead you through a jungle kind of woodsy area. And oh my god, why is this a peach tree? You know, there's a pop of color. Oh my god, I can't even shake it. Okay, you know, there's a peach tree. In the last tour that we did of Tofu, we were missing a peach tree, and now we have one that we don't need. So let's just ignore that and walk past it. Because back here, if we hop over this little river, we have a landfill that is kind of next to the factory, which I also really like. I really like, again, how I got to play around with like more trash items and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun, and I just love the trash bags and the tire stacks and the tire toys so much. So that was a lot of fun, and the cardboard box is just the best item in the game. It's really not, the decoy duck is, but you know, it's a close second. It's a close second. And I just really like how it looks, you know, with all the randomness and stuff, because I feel like that fits my vibe as well, because I am a bit all over the place at all times. So I think that this island is actually a visual representation of my mind. Yeah, anyways. And then we can just follow... You didn't see that? Oh my god. Anyways, I will fix that. Probably for when you will see the dream address, but we will just follow along this little trail, and this will lead us to the museum. And this is also one of the more grander build, because towards the back we have like a lot of builds with like wider views and like just a lot of perspective builds, and I really like how this turned out, because this is supposed to be an ancient temple, and I really like how the Zen fencing adds to this kind of roof line, which I really like. And it was very, very difficult to create, I'm not gonna lie. This took me a hot minute, but I really just love how it looks, also with the stone lion dogs and the tall lanterns down here. I just really think that that's really cute, and I love the little turtle that we have here. I don't think that we named him, but you can leave some name suggestions down there down in the comments. And we will now just follow along this trail, and we will just see some more random items, more nature, waterfalls, and then this leads us to another very overgrown graveyard. And this is again another like perspective build. I also saw someone in my Discord do a build with layering plants, like actual potted plants behind this. Anna, I think it was you, so if you're watching this, shout out to you. She did that with like different plants, but I thought that the fern looking ones, like the what is it called, the fan palm or something, would look very good here. And yeah, so shout out to you. All credit goes to Anna, very, very talented creator as well. And if we follow along here, this actually leads us to our abandoned train station. And we're not going to take the closest look at this because we're going to view it from a little bit of a viewing deck. But back here you can kind of see the swampy area that is behind the weed field that I talked about earlier that we did on stream. So now let's walk down here, and this is where Bam lives. This was initially when we designed this. This was Berdo's house, but I felt like I kind of rearranged the houses a little bit to just be in the groups where they would fit a lot better with the kind of neighborhood vibe. So this is where Bam lives, and he just has another very kind of trashy looking, a lot of cardboard boxes yard. And then back here you could get a good view of the weed field, but I kind of partially blocked that off because I really wanted the gong to be incorporated, and this was the only spot that I had left. So this is what we did. And now I just can't wait. No, we're not gonna check out the view because we're gonna do that differently. Okay, sorry. Let's walk over here. And this is behind Raymond's yard. This was initially behind Walker's yard, and he just has a cute little backyard, and down there we kind of have a little courtyard area, which I believe was like, now we're kind of walking like on top of buildings or something, and these are like the walls of the buildings that are below us. I don't know, I just thought this was like a cute little touch to kind of break up the space a little bit. Unfortunately I just didn't squeeze in any simple panels because it was nearly impossible to place them, so we're just gonna ignore that. And then we have a little newspaper store right here, and this belongs to Bruce's house because he has this beautiful black house, and I just thought it fit very well with this neighborhood style. And then if we walk back here, we get a view of what we're going to view in just a little second, so we're not going to take the closest look at that as well. So let us squeeze back here, and we are actually gonna go and check out Raymond's house first before we sneak back there and check out the view, so that we can kind of complete this neighborhood. So this is Raymond's house. When we designed this was Walker's yard, but I really like how Raymond's house looks here as well, and I just had to keep him where he auto-filled because he just fits this island so well, and I just adore him so much. So that is what we did. And then I also kind of renovated this little walkway area because it was just feeling a little bit bare, and now I really like it. And now if we head up this incline, this is an area that I also did off camera and off stream while I was finishing this neighborhood, because I just took too long to finish this neighborhood. So this is what I did with it. I think it looks very cute. I really like how the items kind of balance the colors, and we have like very soft touches of blue here and there. And then we have the view of our abandoned train station finally. So as you can see, we have this little tunnel where the train tracks are supposed to lead into. Maybe it's closed off, you know, by metal doors because it is shut down. I don't know. Maybe those are doors. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna grab our ladder and we're gonna head down here. And once more, first you can obviously now check out what really lies back here and check out all the details and little things that we placed, but we could also just go back here. And I also didn't pick up this young spring bamboo, so I definitely need to go back in and clean up a little bit. Anyways, then if we sneak back here, we have our campsite, and this is also one of my favorite little spots. It's a pity that is like so hidden away, but that also kind of adds to the feel of it because I wanted it to feel very hidden away. And that's also why I added like so much stuff to the beach rock to make it feel like the jungle kind of continues on to the left side there, and it is not the end. And I just really like how that looks with like all the little details in the background and stuff, and the waterfalls in the front. So that is what we did with our campsite. And now we can actually just walk along this little beach. There's not much on it, again, you know, nothing special down here. And then we just come to like the fringes of the city, where I just kind of transitioned the city that we saw from above over and close to the beach kind of. So this is how I chose to decorate it, and I really like it because I usually struggle with like city-esque transition areas. I usually like to just fill them up with, you know, foliage, florals, flowers, bushes, trees and stuff. But I felt like it just wasn't the spot to do that. So I really like how we kind of transitioned the city over, and it really looks like the city is ending here, and we just continued like the trashiness over onto this beach. And if we head down here, you can already see that this is where my house is. I kind of locked myself inside there because, again, it is not decorated, but it kind of adds to the spooky vibe, you know, because this island is a little bit spooky. And then down here, we just have this kind of little trail that would lead you, or pathway rather, that would just lead you to the dock. There's really nothing on there, just because, again, I just didn't feel like there was supposed to be much on the beaches, plus I really don't like beach decor. And then we just have this kind of campfire that someone might have set up after they maybe even explored this island just like we are right now, but they left it because there's nothing on here that you could survive, you know. And now we are entering the Harbour District of this island, and there you can see my character. Welcome. Hi, Nina. Again, once this DLC stuff pack drops. Why did I say stuff pack? Can you tell I love The Sims? No, but once the DLC drops, I will definitely unlock this house so you can check out what I will do to the interiors, but I will also do those off camera because this island is now sitting on my Switch Lite, so I can't record on it. But anyways, if you would go up this incline, this would lead you back to Raymond's house that we checked out just a little second ago. So we are now going to continue on over and head over this little bridge, which is kind of leading you over a little canal that is connecting the Harbour District. And down here we just have a little fish market, and I just wish that, yeah, there's Pippin. Oh god, I'm so sorry that we locked you in there as well. He has a trash beach and is locked in there now. Also his tent is yellow, but we can't change that, so that is that. Anyways, let us head back here and let's check out the last little area on this island, which is Nook's Cranny. Now, I wish that we had the smaller version of Nook's, but since this is the third iteration of Drops, there was really no way that we did this. So we have the fully upgraded one, but I still really like how it looks with like all the city buildings and like the trash around. I just think it looks very good, and the color scheme kind of fits except for the red, but we're just gonna ignore that. It does appear in the little cans that I, you know, scattered about the island. Also, let me pick up my little balloon one, but because, you know, we're already ending this tour. I feel like this was a lot quicker than I anticipated, but you know, there are a lot of big builds, so I guess that is why it kind of doesn't take too long to explore this island. But I just really like how it looks and feels, and I also really like the lighting that we set this island to, because it is kind of like gloomy looking, kind of yellow. It has like this kind of poisonous sting in the air. I don't know why, it just feels like that to me. And because it was also raining in the beginning. But yeah, anyways, this was the island of Drops. We are now going to say farewell to Drops, and we're going to move on and explore new horizons, if you will. And I'm very excited to share the next one with you. I really hope that you enjoyed this tour. I really hope that you enjoyed all the videos that we made and all the streams that we, you know, experienced together. Overall, this was the island that brought the community together. But before I leave, I wanted to thank every one of you for helping to bring this community and this island to life. And I also have 3 honorable mentions of Victoria, River, and Chelsea, with Chelsea also having a Discord server. That Discord server is so amazing, and she helps like so many people by offering a couple of free services to help you gather items and stuff. So I just wanted to mention that. I will leave all the info linked so that you can check them out. But in general, thank you all so much for being here and for supporting the channel and for making all of this possible. So I'm gonna stop being mushy and gushy, and I'm going to say bye-bye now. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like and maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to see you next time. Take care of yourself until then, and bye-bye. Also, I do not have the wave reaction, so you will just have to live with me greeting you every time I say bye-bye. So my me, bye-bye.